We know is definitely happening. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas in the district. Certainly it feels like it. In about 2 hours, this year's National Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony will begin.
Yeah, we will have live team coverage throughout this newscast as we count down to that tree lighting. We want to begin with our Matt Gregory. He is live tonight out on the ellipse. And Matt, we're trying to gauge by what we're seeing here. Are you in the holiday spirit yet? We know it's cold.
I'm in the holiday spirit. I'm also colder than I've been probably since the last time I actually was in a snowstorm, so this is pretty bad. It's been pretty windy. It actually, just as you came to me, started to die down. Let's give you a shot of the tree though right now, because that's the real star of the show tonight, right? My photographer Dave is going to zoom in. You can see all those guide wires that are keeping it in place, about 8 of them, very much needed because of last year. And as you can see, people are starting to filter in, but let's take you back to what happened last year. Why those guide wires are so incredibly important. Now, if you recall last year, I was here when it, just after it had fallen over. We came here in the morning, the tree had been knocked over. That one was a tree from West Virginia, the first cut tree, if you will, a tree that was not growing here, but was brought in from the Monongahela Park out in West Virginia. That particular tree fell over. It took them a day to right the tree, get the ornaments back on, get everything back in place, spruce it up, make it not look like a Charlie Brown tree. And if you recall, only 20 of the ornaments actually were broken on it, so that was all right. Now this year, we'll take you to this year's tree, another cut tree. There's still not a tree that's been planted yet at the White House to become the National Christmas Tree, but this one is coming from the George Washington and Jefferson Park in Southwest Virginia, and it's a red spruce, I've been told, and there are roughly, I want to say 600 ornaments or so on it, and more than 60,000 lights. So it's going to be quite the sight when it actually lights up this evening. And this is kind of what we're all waiting for, right? You know, the last. Hoping to see how well this thing holds up with the wind. We've seen gusts of 30 miles an hour, and in some capacities 40 miles an hour, it feels like. So it's pretty cold, even windier. And now if you come back to us out here, you can see people starting to slowly filter in right here, and people are waving to us, or maybe they're just waving to any camera they see. We've got all sorts of folks that have started, sorry, I'm in the way. All the way people are starting to come in. There's a line, as you can see, off to towards 17th Street of people slowly filtering in. There's been a couple opera singers, people getting ready. All sorts of folks coming in for the show tonight. And of course, we've seen the sound checks going on. So, you know, we're getting ready for this. We're trying to stay warm. I've got in this glove, I don't know if you can see this, I've got a little heat warmer in there, you know, one of the hand warmers. So we've got I got several layers. It's chilly, it's windy, but as you can see, the tree this year just kind of shifting a little bit, not really going anywhere like we saw last year. Those guide wires holding it in place, and yeah, hoping to see some pretty stellar lights when it hits, what, about 6 o'clock or so here. But for now, at the National Tree Lighting in front of the White House, Matt Gregory, back to you guys.
We need to send you a heavier coat, Matt.
Yeah,
You're
and a
looking
hat.
a little too cute. That's why you're cold.
Guys, the coat is good. It's nice and thick. The problem is, how would you know if it was windy if my hair wasn't going crazy? This hair looked great a half hour ago.
It still looks good.
It's still
okay?
the headset is keeping
Thank
it in
you.
place.
He's just trying to compete with the tree, you know?
I think that's what it is. You can't compete with the
you know
tree,
what?
Matt.
Well, it's certainly brighter than I am.
Keep those guide wires on so you don't, blow away too.
Yeah, we'll see you after sunset.
See you in a bit.
Thank you, Matt.